Eastern State Penitentiary was once the most famous and expensive prison in the world, but stands today in ruin, a haunting world of crumbling cell blocks and empty guard towers. The Eastern State Penitentiary is a former American prison in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and was originally constructed as a radical departure from other prisons of its time. Initially imagined by the Philadelphia Society for Alleviating the Miseries of Public Prisons, the first prison reform group in the world, it pioneered a system of solitary confinement. The separate system was meant to reform rather than intimidate its inmates. During its operational years as a prison, the penitentiary was home to several infamous inmates. Its most well-known prisoner was Al Capone, America's most famous mobster, who was sentenced to 8 months at Eastern State. Another famous prisoner was bank robber Willie Sutton, who spent 11 years at Eastern State. In 1945, he was one of 12 prisoners who escaped the prison via an underground tunnel that stretched for nearly 100 feet. He and his fellow escapees were recaptured within hours. In 1913, the Pennsylvania system of solitary confinement was formally scrapped. By the 1970s, and with thousands more prisoners than the penitentiary had ever been constructed to handle, Eastern State closed its doors, and today, after 50 years, it's one of Philadelphia's most visited museums and a U.S. National Historic Landmark.